All right, this is the debate to Munufie. And Paul Adom Otchere bail. Now bail is why the man now. I say just for the man Zoom line papa no. And I could be a rapport. Until minimum offer the whole Zoom line and they could be a Paul minimum. Because special prosecutor Emma Paul clear opportunity Paul may be no but on pay on one the property Paul so no need landed property be Ghana. The Paul Adom Otchere is in the field team grano. And man me fee not. It will need assassin we need die also we need bibia. Or there could be no home. When I can tell I say oboa, special prosecutor oboa. Can tell I responsible also oboa. Me minimum japadia or any cases in my BD and I hear do the upper brameho make a match on a japadina. But when you say special prosecutors or she done assume and say Paul Adom Otchere fidie. It's a next Paul Adom Otchere is only Japadibia or Ghana. Next one, my Ghana buy an opportunity to say, young investigating and say, who are Japadibia or Paul Adom Otchere Dima? Yebefa. It's a Morgano. Mom 40, why don't pencil more? Eh? Eti Kevin say, Onimbabia Paul Adom Otchere Japadini now. Onimbabia. Kevin, one chida, Usubenya Semo. Esa Otchere, baby, I would say, Akoye Japadi Obiano, Esa Oka. Near Koe. Now, when you must say me yesterday. Yasemo. Yasame yesterday, pa. Paul Adom Otchere. A pen of Wasam Kakra. Edin share contract biase. Na answer Paul Ebekono. Onwa be ye show who say kwa me kwa minim special prosecutor papa o ma member obechi me aka ho. Na maboa me ho. Enti Paul ye say okwa ono de okwa akoye ne yeso ye bia. Na mom was Paul answer Paul Bekono Paul ma explanations bi. But you yentie Paul ankasa.
So somebody contacted the board and said that look, you guys are losing money at cargo and I can do it. My company can do it. So we said, okay, come to the board.
Paul say somebody contacted them and said something. Metchiro says, answer na Paul Kenya, say no boy. Say na Paul boy. And not anybody be somebody be said na Paul who him say independent that.
So somebody contacted the board and said that look, you guys are losing money at cargo and I can do it. My company can do it. So we said, okay, come to the board and come and do a presentation, which is very normal, very, very normal. So they came to the board to do a presentation and said that this is what we know and this is how it works. The board told them that, yes, you have told us what it is, but there's no real evidence. You haven't given us any evidence that, in fact, we are losing money. And then they said that to do that, we have to work with your management to come and tell you because we need access to your systems. When we get access to your systems, then we'll be able to tell you in the things that are the revenue that's happened already. So today is July. They will take last year's revenue and show you that this revenue that you.
So Paul says somebody contacted them. Somebody came met me the whole airport company said me met me I'm a more money profit. They say okay, yati say the whole system no share one sa. Nti kwara ko goro ho na kire say binya profit. Hey, na Ghana na dey agoro sa no. Paul Adom Otchere explanation no. So I say somebody and about mo say me met me money profit. So mama me mo system no na me nko kire mo say met me so the management ni nyina edic sa somebody no ye the whole company ni nyina airport company no documents ni computer say me na share sa somebody ni nsa. Paul Adom Otchere ka say mo kira kwara o plus 1 class 1 kwara on June. What dey yanto aso?
That you got 1 million cedis, you could have gotten 3 million cedis. This revenue that you have 2 million cedis could have gotten 6 million cedis. So the management gave them that and then they did that. And then the management brought them to the board the second time and said that people have finished their work, so let the board hear them. So the board heard them. And then they seem to know what they are talking about. They seem to show that, yes, revenue was lost and revenue can be gained. So the board told management that, okay, go ahead, which is also normal. The board tells the management, MD and your people, go ahead and work with them and report back to us. So they did, and they went to work with them. And then we continue our meetings. I had forgotten about it. I don't know anything about it. Then the management comes back that they finished with the people. They brought a proposal. It's a workable proposal, but it looks like the proposal, the people are saying that, well, I left something out. When the people said they wanted to do the audit, the original audit, we told them, and I in particular said it at the board meeting, that we can't pay any money. The Ghana Airport Company cannot pay you any money at all to do this work. You have to find your own money to do the audit and come and convince us that we need the service. So they said, okay, they'll do that. They'll pay their own money. This is also in letters that they wrote that there will be no financial commitment from the airport company. Till today, there's no financial commitment from the airport company, absolutely none. So they went to do the audit and came back, as I said, and then they were.
All right, it's also when I poor kind based on the contract. I mean, who be no, it seems to say no correct. I say my poor kind, no, maybe based on the contractor. Remember who contract be na? It seems to say no correct. So okay, contract. All right. Intimidate a copy of the contract out to screen you so. Who say the actual was a fee equivalent to 15% be ena monsabeka. And also asama Paul Kano no correct. Upon successful completion of the audit agreement, GACL shall pay ELV out of the recouped amount. A fee equivalent to 50%, which shall be charged on the total of the possible royalties or funds on earth concealed. And what the contract is saying here, they say, Moko Jessica, Scabi Amazon bet my bomb, yes, I cannot. Yebe mamo 15% to pay. 15% to pay the betting their mamo. And ya there, ye bet Jessica be a dear mamo. So here and there, maybe believe it, Asama Paul Kayano. He was a bit truthful here. But in some Lankasano, Eguho.
We were satisfied that they can do something. So management should continue to work with them. Management came back and said they brought a proposal and they are looking at it. However, what they are asking for in the proposal is that if they are commissioned to do the work, whatever money they gain for the Ghana Airport Company, on top of what we were getting already, they want 20%. So for instance, if they find that in the importation part of frozen food or something like that, airport was getting 1 million, but with their work, we now have 2 million. Then there's 1 million that they have added to what the airport was getting, and they want 20% of that 1 million. So this was put before the board by the management, who dealt with them, the MD, who dealt with them on the documents. And then the board said, no, you can't have 20%. MD dropped them to 16%. So it was agreed. And then MD was told that, okay, go ahead and do the things you have to do. Those are due diligence.
So Paul actually even says 16%, but when you read the documents, rather 15%. Until the yama the tintin na enkosi ho. And then management terminated the contract, because of where clauses now contract, it's possible say management be terminated contract, so it's management say ya terminated sa contract ni na. I know the many omonso adwin. So this is the copy of the letter management try to come sa company na Paul ko for buy no say mun terminate contract no. Na fe de mame fa unko Paul kan sem no. He was mentioning Manesseh Azure DB wom. Mame fa unten to so.
And then get the document done. This was around November. So this is the last thing I heard about that process. Then December came and then election came. And then soon after election, we were out. By January, we had resigned. All of us had resigned. I didn't know they had signed the contract. Some 10 days ago, Manesseh Azure called me that he's investigating this matter. And that is, so when the OSP came, then all the lawyers were wondering why are they working together. Manesseh Azure is one of the people you've been talking about. Kisia Jabe is one of the people you've been talking about. They seem to be working together for this. But I don't know, and it doesn't matter. Manesseh Azure called me and said that what's the Evertex contract? I said, what is that? He said, Evertex, the people doing quality assurance. I said, the people who do the thing SML does. He said, yes.
It was how Paul made it seem to say he didn't even know that Evertex company. That is how Paul was trying to be smart here. Say, onim sa company ne kura yenko ne Manesseh Azure yemisa say Manesseh. Paul enim sa microphone anase onimomo. Manesseh na Paul body dino. Manesseh na kase be chirem say my Paul kan no bibiro ho a Paul anka no kore. O say Paul the same bibiro ho a o kan na wan kan no kore. But open say mind ya chichiri ni ye dia agisa o kan no kore. Ti Manesseh Azure me no be di Manesseh wonkomo. O say dear Paul Adom Otchere, I've watched your special morning edition of Good Evening Ghana. One surprising thing is say Paul ade ebe who say special prosecutor be chere no Obey good evening Ghana and good morning Ghana. NPP4.
Jimmy for party job.
Until Manesseh say, in which you named me. Even as my investigation into the contract is yet to be published, I wish to draw your attention to a few issues. One, you said I had engaged you on this matter and we have exchanged questions and answers. You also said you had yet to respond to some of the questions I sent you. This is wholly correct, and I'm still waiting for your answers or your response to the questions after the several promises and timeless you gave me. And also, until Manesseh ajatum say, and of course, on a Paul, I didn't come over I want same way home. Now, Paul man a timeline because all the responses be about Paul and Famba. Number two, in distancing yourself from the contract, you claim on your show this morning that you didn't even know the owners of the company that won the Shoddy contract. Paul, that is false. And he said that Paul can't say he did not even know. As he behaved, he said, Onimusa Uncle Manesseh say, and no correct. Paul, a false. You have admitted to me not once but twice that you knew the owners of the company from the very beginning. Until Paul making it seem to say he didn't even know that ever test. No. Manesseh say, "Well, Paul, one kasa oji to me chire say, unim sa companies ni da." Oh, how Paul ado mo chire kofa ne ho nsamba. No ya na e china. Na wase abaye to say, unim hwe. Or say I have evidence of this. I also have evidence that a year before that company, the year which eventually won the contract, came to the board meeting, you chaired at that GACL. You had met those behind the company. And the answer na company ne ukura ba GACL board who be sure now Paul not to say Paul what's your company see that. So Paul, it is a lie if you claim you didn't know the owners of the company that won the contract. Manesseh say enye no correct. Say Paul Adom actually gina ba bia ka say onim sa company na. O say enye no correct. Number 3, you said the contract does not involve paying money to the company. You said the company would only receive a percentage, 50% from any incremental revenue about the GACL bench revenue from the sector during the company's operation. Manesseh the points be be about. I say Paul won say I will come for a company no say omo nji sika ne den nyina no. Manesseh na kan o say enye no correct. St. Paul Organo. Enti wo tie nsem na ye kan de a eye wo Paul Adom Otchere e na wo kofa sa nkrufo no e de omo baaye behind the scene esan be ye omo to se wona ye board chair esan frɛ omo de omo man management bibia pushi omo say na Paul unim sa nkrufo no dadaada sa nkrufo has been in existence omo a lot of shoddy deals in the society about your Manesseh nsem no de doors ye ka say de akira and then the debate with Munufie yempon. And then yama Paul bill. But Mr. So we see Paul. Let's say the next in a court. No fraud. Say brabedi ne chile bitua. So it need a chi. Isan say some Paul can yina. And no correct. Manesseh say some Paul can yina. And no correct. Because Paul nim no correct no. And all massage no correct no. So me debate see her. This is the debate with Munufie and NPP for there.
Jimmy for party job. What's your PP then? Jimmy for party.
All right, this is the debate with Munufie and then me debate with her until say nyame Adom a Otchere ye be san ba beto so the same time 7 p.m. Ghana time when you lie no na fi dey me no ye be every day. This is how I've been doing the show. Me by also me new be atem. There be me near atem. We present data no e de ma Mahmoud Bawumia na kire me say adwuma no say hey data e hu hia papa. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia e de ka kire me.
Data brings light. People who don't like light don't like data. So when you see a politician trying to talk, you just say, bring the data to support what you are saying. And let us talk.
To confirm say we ba. You could be some questioner. Na if you don't say Ghana. Na wa say mo. Anyway, me dem do besi wa ha. Ti nyame ya Adom a if you watch na eko. Be say babiem. Former President JJ Rawlings say Otchere ti hayi ti JJ kansen bi. Otchere me sure so person we pa. Or say I see don't get ya, I see don't get a bit the president TB. So Rollins said when you fit. Yes, I know.
John Mahama is not the only kicking man here. When General Mosquito Bayano, I want to know who's there, or no see a kicking bar. Time no draw. It's a pity no who never. No who ya there be no so besi opongoso. Yenga se bobwa. Sana oya light autism from anu. Pongonu me kopa.
Hey, Asemo. All right, this is the debate with Munufie. Nyame ya domo china me say anyway, she Ghana na me my Ghana nkwa na ewo. Ini my fufuru bi akọ hu bi me da obi ase. Yakopon ene obi entena. Bye bye.
Release this black prophet alongside Ras Cuckoo.
Aye. Cascades on it.